What's up, guys? It's Tanaya. I am back with part 3 of how to start a website on Shopify. Today we're going to be diving into the settings, okay? We're going to go into how you can make sure your address is set up right and go into how you can start accepting payments and set up your payment, okay? The coin, the money. We're going to go into how to customize your checkout process, and I'm also going to take you guys into a look of the taxes settings on here, and then we're going to dive into shipping. So let's get into the back end of Shopify. I'm going to share my screen with you, so let's go. Okay, so you want to basically click on settings, which is on that left bottom side, and you want to go in that general tab, because the general tab, you can change your store name if you want to change it from the first thing you set up. Put your store contact email, click the store industry that you're in. I have it under beauty. Make sure your store address, you can put your legal name of your business there, your phone number, your time zone, and then the store currency that you accept. I have mine under US dollar. And don't worry, this is a fake address, not my address. So under payments, so this is an important part. You want to make sure that you set up your payment so that when someone goes on your site, they put their information in, you can actually collect payment. So there's different types of payment providers that Shopify offers. The first one is Shopify Payments. So they have their own payment processor, and it shows you their credit card rate as low as 2.4%, plus 30%. So that's the fee that you are basically, being charged every time somebody uses their card through Shopify Payments. So you can complete account setup. So you can press this blue button here. It also shows you the types of cards that they accept through Shopify Pay. So when you press that setup button, so you want to select your business type. If you're an LLC, a corporation, nonprofit, partnership, you want to enter in your business details, your EIN number, which is optional, your address of your business, and then some personal details as well about you that they're asking for, product details, and then the customer billing statement. You can edit the way your store name and phone numbers appear on their statements. So if you wanted to say Tanaya's Boutique or your store name or something else, you can edit that along with the phone number. The most important part here also is your banking information. So you want to put your routing and account number on here. And lastly, you want to read the terms and conditions and then press complete account setup. So then boom, your payment is set up. But I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to show you guys that there's also a PayPal option. I set this up on my store as well. You can press complete account setup and link over your PayPal information. If you don't have a PayPal account for your business, you can go on paypal.com and set up a business account through PayPal with your business banking information, because they should be separate. You shouldn't have your personal debit card as your business, the way that you're collecting money for your business. Go open a business bank account. You can do that at the major banks, Chase. You can do that at Wells Fargo. You can do that at Bank of America. Mine's is through Bank of America. So you can set up that through PayPal and link your PayPal account to Shopify. The other thing is Amazon Pay. You can activate Amazon Pay. Super easy. I did that as well. So there's a few different options that you can choose, and then you can press save there. So that takes care of payment. Now the other thing that I wanted to get into is this checkout button here under settings. So you can customize the way you want your checkout process to go for your customers. So customer accounts, you can choose if you want, like certain sites, when you want to buy something, they force you to make an account. You can choose if you want that to be an option. So you can basically press accounts are optional, so customers can, create a customer account or check out as a guest. You can require accounts if they want to purchase anything, or you can disable accounts. Customers can just buy as guests, and that's it. The customer contact, so you can choose which contact methods your customer can use to check out and receive updates. So customers, you have the option for them to check out, and that customer can check out using either their phone number or an email, or customers can only check out using email. So that's up to you. So if you use text message marketing and email marketing, it may be best for you to keep it as them being able to check out through a phone number or email. If you only use email marketing and email is the only way you are mainly going to be able to speak to your customers, then have them only be able to check out through email. And then they have a section here to receive shipping updates. So you can check if you want your, if the customer can choose to add a phone number or email to receive shipping updates, or customers can download the shop app for their order status page. So I think it's kind of cool to like send them an update through a text or an email, and I think customers really like that. I know me as a customer, I like that. So form options. So this is when they're checking out. So full name, you can choose if you require the first and last name or you really only require their last name. You can choose for them to provide a company name, or you can hide that. They don't even have to put that in. Their address line 2 for apartment numbers, units, you can choose to have that be optional or required. And shipping address, phone number, you can hide that, or you can have it be required or optional. So it's all up to you. They even have a tipping option. So I guess depending on your type of business, you can allow people to tip you. And order processing. So basically, while the customer is checking out, you can enable fields for additional information. So you just want to make sure that you read through all of this, because there's other options on here as well after the order has been paid. You can automatically fulfill the order's line items, or automatically fulfill only gift cards. So there's things that you can kind of like customize based on how you want your store to run. And then email marketing. When someone's checking out, you have the option to show a pop-up option at checkout for them to put their email in, or you can pre-select a sign-up option. And then you can press the save button. So that's pretty much your checkout process. So just take a look at that and kind of see, like, when you shop on other stores, like, what are the things they kind of make you do? What things do you find annoying, and what things do you like when you do check out at like some of your favorite stores? And try to emulate that and create your own way that you want your store to run. The other thing we're going to get into, we're going to click this little taxes button in the settings section. So you want to make sure it says where you are. So right here it says United States, and it says I'm not collecting right now. So you want to press setup. And once you press setup, what you want to do is add tax registration. So you choose your state and just add your sales tax identification number. And then you press start collecting sales tax, all right? So what this will do is, for your specific state, it'll follow the rules for your specific state, and you put your sales tax ID number on there, so that you can collect the sales tax appropriately. So when it's time for you to pay your taxes, if you file your business as an LLC, you'll definitely get a notification in the mail with how you can pay your taxes quarterly online. And then these taxes, you can go on your analytics over here, and you can go under your, believe it's under reports. I always get it mixed up. I think it's, let's go to dashboard. Nope, it's under reports. You can click, hold on. Every time I always get this mixed up. Like, where is it? Finances. You can go under finances and then finance summary. You can play around with the date, and it tells you like how much in taxes you've collected during that time period that you selected. You can select it for the quarter, for the year. So then you know when you pay your taxes quarterly, you know how much you actually collected in sales tax to enter that information in. Okay. The last thing we're going to touch on in the settings is we're going to go under shipping and delivery. So this is a big one. So for shipping, you want to set it up how it makes sense for you, okay? You can change this up if you don't want to use USPS, if you want to use UPS. It's kind of up to you. So the first thing that we are going to do is, I'm not going to skip ahead. So we're going to go to delivery methods at checkout, and we're going to click on manage rates over here. So once we click on manage rates, here are like, my products on the store. Here is where it's going to be shipping from. You can manage that. So if I wanted to, if you wanted to put a PO box here, put a PO box there in your settings. So let's say you're doing domestic shipping, which means you're shipping within your country. So you're doing domestic. You can create a shipping zone here, but they already have one set for you here for domestic. So So it kind of gives you your, not kind of, it gives you your pricing. So expedited shipping, 0 pounds to 1 pound. Here's the price, $6.90. And then it gives you based off of the weight. Like they also have things set up here, $50 and up, free. You can press this little 3 buttons over here. You can edit this. You can change the minimum price. Let's say if they spent $100 and up, they would get free shipping. And Shopify kind of changed the way this looks. This looks a little different from my back end, the one that I have now. So you can also delete this as well if you didn't want that. So let's delete all of these and let's just start from scratch, right? Okay, so now we have no type of rates, okay? So we're gonna add a rate. You can actually say use carrier or app to calculate your rates. That's what I do. So let's say you wanted to, right here is the drop down. So under that use carrier or app to calculate rates, you can choose USPS, DHL, or UPS. So let's click USPS. And let's say you always want to use first class mail. You can choose priority, priority mail express. So there you go. So here at the bottom, you can adjust the calculated rate to account for packaging and handling costs, right? So you can add, let's say you got a 50 pack of poly mailers. So each poly mailer costs you, I don't know, depending on how much you pay for the pack. Let's say one poly mailer costs you 20 cents. And then every business card you put in your packaging costs you 3 cents based on the large pack you bought. Every little flyer that may have a coupon code that you're putting in that package to ship out costs you 10 cents. And I'm trying to think, let's say, you know, you send somebody an invoice, that piece of paper costs you 2 cents, or you want to add a couple cents for the ink that you use. Any other thing that you're adding in there outside of the product that they bought, any other shipping material, you're using a shipping label. How much does one shipping label cost you to print out? Add all that up. Let's say that totals up to $2. So under this flat amount, you can add $2 to what their shipping costs would be calculated. Let's say they bought a couple lashes and USPS calculated them a shipping of $2.34. You can choose to add an additional $2 to that automatically just to cover your shipping supplies that you're using to send them their items. I really hope that makes sense. So it doesn't have to be that high. Let's say you even just add in an extra 50 cents flat amount to add to each customer shipping to cover the cost of your poly mailers, your shipping labels, the business cards you put in there, the flyer you put in there. You want to make sure that you're not forgetting those things, or you can just say, okay, out of each order, this is how much my shipping supplies cost per customer, and you could choose as a business to take the hit, or you can choose to put that cost in the cost of the items that you're selling, each item. You can figure out however way you want that cost to get covered. Just make sure it's covered. So and then you can press done. So every time, so that's like your handling fee. So every time somebody places an order, that 50 cents or whatever you charge it to be will just automatically show up in their shipping costs. And it won't show up as two separate things. It'll just show up as their shipping rate. So that's one rate. You can add a rate. Let's do another one where you set up your own rate. So let's just put free shipping. Let's say you wanted to give somebody free shipping. You'll leave the price as 0, right? You add conditions. So you can do free shipping based on price. A lot of stores say if you spend $75, that's the minimum price, then you get free shipping. So now you have 2 different rates set up for domestic within the U.S. You have one, $75 up, they get free shipping, and then you have your main one where you just add that handling fee every time somebody places a domestic-based order. So you can kind of play around with that, you know. So definitely look into that. The other one is for the rest of the world, outside of the country, non-domestic shipping. So you can go in here. They have some automatic ones set up for you, and they have discounted rates from Shopify. So let's say you wanted to keep DHL on here, and let's say you wanted to edit it, right? and you wanted to add a handling fee because they're already going to calculate how much it's going to cost for you, and you wanted to add that same handling fee, you can add that under flat rate right here. And then same thing for USPS. So make sure you put in a handling fee if that's something that you want to do. And then you press save, and that's it. So that's how you set up the back end of your shipping through Shopify. So I hope that was really, really, really helpful. And comment down below certain other things, other questions that you have. I hope me sharing my screen with you guys was super helpful, so you feel more confident after watching all 3 parts of my How to Start a Shopify website. Makes you feel more comfortable in starting a website. A lot of this stuff, to be completely honest with you guys, I was on YouTube, I was on this site playing around with things until I figured it out. I didn't have anybody to help me figure out how to make a website. I just played around and figured it out. So don't give up. Watch my videos, also watch other people's videos, and just play around with this because you'll get it, I promise. So I hope you guys like my series of just how to start a website. Comment questions down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.